consumer agency, a TikTok agency, which we'll talk a little bit about more. They're our partners, and what I mean by partners, we're investors in their group. So we're investors in CPG Live Agency, and they are sponsoring this webinar for you guys today. So thanks out to Fernando and Alejandro. Who we are, my name is Sandro Pianconi. I'm one of the co-founders, and my partner, Jorge Olson. We've launched over 1,000 products into the marketplace. We have owned a Miller Beer distributor in Baja California. We've also written several books on launching beverages and wholesale distribution. Our latest book is called Wholesale MBA. Great read. If you wanted, you can go on to Amazon and pick one up. Or if you decide to work with us, you will get a signed one from both me and Jorge on there. So those are books on specifically beverages and wholesale distribution. We told you a little bit about LinkedIn. So we have the largest LinkedIn group. This number is now 45,000 members. It is free to join. My goal is to be at 50,000 members by the end of the year. So every time I speak or I'm on a webinar, I ask people to go in and please connect. It's free. It's free membership. So you connect. If you are not on LinkedIn, shame on you. You should be on LinkedIn. Most buyers are on LinkedIn. So in our group, we have both brand owners, manufacturers, retailers, distributors. We post do it with both a pick and pack distribution center, California anchor, retail placement, and then our digital shelf. So we're going to go one by one and explain to you exactly what we do. And by the way, you can ask questions at any time. Just put up your hand. We'll ask the question or put it in the text, and then we will go ahead and answer your question. Or you could save it for the end because maybe I'll answer your question, but I don't mind being interrupted. So keep that in mind. So basically what it is I assume all of you have a website that you have, and what we do is you have a buy button. So what we want to do is connect your buy button to what we're going to be showing you next, which facilitates all of the pick and pack and distribution to 42 states. So if you have a website and you are not doing buy now, you will be able to connect to trusted and secure warehouse that takes care of all the compliance, all of the shipping, all of the collections, and so on. So we do all of the background work to connect your website to our pick and pack center. So this is our website. It's called kegandbottle.com. We have over 20,000 visitors per day. We have all the top brands on our platform, over 15,000 SKUs. I'm not sure of anyone who has a bigger platform than we do. Easy online ordering. We do offer free shipping over a certain amount. I'm not sure of anyone who has a bigger platform than we do. We could pick, pack, and ship to 42 states. We can add gift cards, and now we can do engraving. So if you wanted to buy, if one of your customers wanted to buy your brand and have a special engraving, we can do that. Okay. We also, this happens to be Woody Creek, which is William H. Macy's brand. He is on the front page this time. So what do we need to do to make this happen? We are based in San Diego, California. If you are out of California, what we need is to make sure that we will secure a California distributor who will bring the product in and then supply it to our pick and pack center in our stores. So if you don't already in California, we will make sure you get a California distributor. I'm sure all of you know this, there's no secret sauce. They're not going to go out and open accounts and build accounts for you. But once we have the distributor, if you want to come out and do ride-alongs and go help people open locations with them, they are open to doing that, right? But we do need the distributor in place to then take it to our stores. So once we get you uploaded onto the computer, onto the have the product in the warehouse. We need to drive traffic to our website. Of course, you need to drive traffic to your website also. I believe we have more people on our website, but what we do is you will be a part of a sponsored newsletter that will go out to 600,000 verified buyers. So these are all people that have already bought on our website. So your story will go out to them, and you're probably thinking to yourself, well, what does that mean? What do you mean by my story? I'm sure everyone on here wants to tell us that they have the best tequila or the best rum or the best X product. And what we believe in is telling the story. We want to be able to tell the story on what we do. So what does that mean? It starts here. So if you were to engage with us and come on the platform, well, we have several programs, but it all starts with the live interview. So we have you fly out to San Diego every Friday at 9 a.m. We do a show on 101 KGB, which goes out nationally to iHeartRadio. It goes on our YouTube channel, our TikTok live, and then the next day it goes onto our LinkedIn group to over 45,000 people. And we have it scripted. We ask you questions. Really, we want to know about you and the hero story on the reason why you created the brand. So that's done here. This is the basis for everything that we do, which then will get posted on the newsletter, right? The sponsored newsletter will be all about you. But the night before, so this is a Friday, the night before, it's a Thursday, you will come out, we do a dinner. We call it Sip, Smoke, and Savor at one of our restaurants. You will get up, you will tell your history on the brand, about yourself, your job. We will invite liquor store owners, distributors, and investors, and just people that like fine dining and like fine products. And your job is to tell the story and get them to buy the product and carry the product. And so we do that. So this is an invite for anyone who would like to come not this Thursday, next Thursday. William H. Macy, his brand, he's going to be doing a Sip, Smoke, and Meet the Maker dinner that we're doing. So that's next Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. in San Diego. So I don't know how many of you are in San Diego. Okay. How many of you are in San Diego or close to San Diego, or just want to get out of where you are and come to San Diego? Come and you can come to the dinner and check it out and see what you would be getting as part of it. So we record this also, and the reason why we're doing all this recording is because our job is to tell your story, tell your backstory, tell your history, and so what it starts with is this right here, which is our QR code. So when you walk into a liquor store and you see, at least our stores have 15,000 SKUs. These are shelf talkers, where we take the best minute and a half, 2 minutes of your interview. It will be a QR code that you can shoot that takes you now to the newsletter and tells a story about your part on there. So that's one. So obviously the interview is the interview. It's the shelf talkers. It's the newsletter. Then we take that 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, goes up on our TV screens near your product. So you will have your product in 10 of our stores, and this will be the TV advertising. You also get a front page banner for the first 3 months. So your product will be branded on the front page banner for 3 months. Then your question is, what happens after 3 months? It goes to, let's see. I'm losing you. It's jumping ahead too fast. Sorry about that. Happens after 3 months. It goes to front page banner for after 3 months. It's jumping around. It goes to the category page manager. So after 3 months, you go to your category page. So after 3 months being on the front page, your category, if it's tequila, if it's rum, if it's wine, it will go there after 3 months. The other thing that you do as you work with us is we have a full-time publicist on board that is writing press releases, and we're putting out press releases, nationwide press releases. We call them baby wins. So every time you get a win, we put out a press release. So if you were to engage with us before you even come out for the interview, there'll be 4 press releases that go out. And these are nationwide press releases. So what I'd like you to do, and why the press releases are so important. Anytime you're out either selling a liquor store or selling a distributor, or if you're raising capital, first thing they do when you walk out the door is they Google you. Right? Or they put it into AI and see who you are. And if nothing comes up, they think, well, maybe the brand's not ready for prime time. What I'd like you to do is go in and type in fast moving consumer goods, spirits, emerging spirits, and see what comes up. You can see we do a lot of press releases, both there and AI. What's interesting about now with AI, unlike Google, which is scraping websites, AI goes, the first thing they go to is press releases. So it's very, very important. You want to be at the top rankings in AI. So obviously you would have 4 press releases before you even come out. 1 is onboarding with us. B is getting on the website. 3 is getting the distributor. And then 4, promoting your event, promoting your interview on the iHeartRadio. And of course, along the way, if you have any awards that you won or you signed up, you're in 5 stores, those press releases will put out there. So we guarantee 1 per month, but we don't mind putting 10 out per month. So as long as you keep having good news, it's better for all of us. Also, we guarantee in 10 placement in 10 liquor stores in San Diego. There are stores, so we can guarantee the placement. They're called Keg and Bottle, been around 30 years. So this is the #1 store. If some of you have been to San Diego, this is near San Diego State, which is one of the largest universities in California, actually in the U.S. This store is about a mile from there. And if you see that little palm tree in the back, that's where our pick and pack center is. So when you come out to do the interview, after the interview, we pick you up, we take you to the store, we take you to pick and pack center. You're able to see it. You're able to see your product there. You could do video if you want to do your video and so on. So we end up doing this for our clients. Also, some of our secret sauce is we do a lot. We have a lot of channels. We got a question. Sorry, just saw it come up. Alan, I'll ask it I'll answer in a minute. So product place, we have TikTok bartender channels. So your product will be done in the bartender channels, mixing products, talking about it. But also, once the channel's set up, if you're doing activations in whatever state you're in or city you're in, you will be able to connect to those bartender channels. So if you're doing an activation in a city and maybe you have 20 people walk by, actually you have maybe a couple thousand people seen on the bartender channel. They can now order online and then you could ship to them. So people like doing festivals. I'm assuming you do a lot of festivals. But what happens to those people that are not in that state, or they leave and you're not allowed to sell a bottle? You can now give them a card with a buy now button and they can order and we could ship the product to them. So we supersize activations. So instead of activation just being you there for 3 hours, you will actually be there doing more than that. You will actually be there, be able to sell online. Let's see, when you say your stores, what does that mean? So Alan, we are in a partnership with Keg and Bottle. So Keg and Bottle stores, they're 10 stores. They're part of the program with us. So your product will be in 10 Keg and Bottle stores. Hopefully that answered that question. Ali, thank you. Can I have this recording emailed? Yes. So 2 things. This recording will be tomorrow on our YouTube channel. So if you go to our YouTube channel, this will be up tomorrow. Give us till about 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. It'll be there. So you can, if you want to show it to a partner or something like that, you'll be able to take a look at it. It'll be there on our YouTube channel, Fast Moving Consumer. Oh, we just put it up there. Follow us on YouTube. Hey, you can watch the replay. Okay. So let's see your stores. Hopefully I answered your questions on that. If not, we can do it. So bartender channels, we have actors and bartenders mixing products, showing, talking about recipes, talking about the product. Unfortunately, TikTok, you are not allowed to sell product on TikTok. You could do bartending, you could do a lot of that. They just won't allow you to sell product, but you can send them to a newsletter to get more information. And when they go to that newsletter, then it has the buy now button. So when I always talk about newsletter, it is meaning buy now button to do it. So until they allow us to start selling on TikTok, that is our workaround to work on that. So let's see. Yes, I answered. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. Let me get back. Oh, so we talked about TikTok demos, target tasting demos. I did talk about it, but this is the slide. So if you need taste demos in San Diego, we have a team that can go out and do tasting demos, but not just in any store, the keg and bottle stores, but other stores that we do it. And we do connect to the TikTok channels. So people are able to go on, order the product, and then we can pick, pack, and ship to it. But vice versa, you can now do tastings and demos and things like that and connect it to it. And then you're able to, we're able to now pick, pack, and ship. Let's see, dry tasting. What is the YouTube name? YouTube, it's in there. You just click, it'll take you there. YouTube.com at Fast Moving Consumer Goods. Dry tasting. Alan, I don't know what dry tasting means, so maybe you can come on and tell me, but we actually are doing tasting. So 2 of our locations have actual beer and wine license, alcohol licenses, so we can actually do it right there. So we can do tastings in the locations. Let's see. Okay, you can taste it. Oh, I didn't know. Well, you can taste in a location that has a beer wine license. Yes. So the answer is yes. Some things we learned from this webinar that we put on, we had a client that was doing events at farmers markets. So he can get a special permit to do a farmers market, show people that walk by. And in our other practice, which is CPG, which are consumer product goods, we tell all of our founders to please go and to test the market, do a farmer's market, because you meet all kinds of people walking by, old people, young people, people that know product, hippies, you got everyone coming. So what we want is for them to walk by, taste the product, try to sell it. So on the alcohol, we know in certain states you can do it. So you got to check in your state. I know Florida can do it. You get a one-day permit to do it. So obviously, where we supersize it is whatever someone comes by and buys it is cool. But once you hook up the TikTok channel and people are able to see it, they can now go to the website and do it, and you'll be able to do it. Justin, sounds good. I'm sure you'll get to this soon. So on the cost really depends on what program you want to do. If you want to be D2C, if you want to be retail, what it is that you want on there. Our entry package is $1,000 a month, and it can go up from there. What we normally do, so we can understand it, is Fernando, if you can go in and put our calendar in there, we like for you to set up a meeting with us. So it'll be with myself or one of my project managers. We can understand where you are as a brand, where you want to be as a brand, if you have a distributor in California or not. Are you ready for retail? All those things. And then depending on that, we can decide what package is the best package for you. But you can use that link right there. Just go in and click, and it'll give my calendar or someone on my team. Is the corporate calendar. So you can go on and take a look at that. So yeah, some people are not ready for retail. They don't want to be in retail because retail costs a lot more than direct consumer does. So it just depends really where you want to be on that. And, we could figure out from there exactly, where we want to be. Let's see. Also, sorry about that. You get to meet once a month with your project manager. So it'll either be myself, my partner Jorge, or one of our project managers to see where you are, where we're hitting your goals, what's working, what's not working. We'll tell you what's working for certain of our brands. You should test this. But really, we don't want you to stop doing what you're doing, your marketing. We just want to supersize what you're doing and emphasize what you're doing, but now to offer a direct to consumer. So obviously you would be in 42 states. In our retail program, we have outreach to all of the chains. Good news, bad news is we will get you leads. We will get you calls in that state. But then if they want to bite and they want to go move forward and buy product, you need to have a distributor in that state, right? We only work on the California distributor, right? So from that standpoint, so we are out there marketing. If it's part of the retail package, we're out there opening accounts for you in retail chains and so on. And so what we have found, why the press releases work so well. So why the press release works so well is because people are seeing the brands, they're watching TikTok, they're seeing everything that's going on, and then they call and ask if they can be in your marketplace. And so the press releases works really well, even though you might think, why should I press release that I just got into 5 liquor stores? It's not a big deal. It's because buyers are reading it. These press releases go into BevNet, they go into Yahoo Finance, they go into NASDAQ.com, so they go into all these national ones. So if you're already in San Diego and already in keg and bottle is still $1,000 a month minimum, that's a lot of bottle sales to break even. So you may already be in keg and bottle, but there's probably no marketing being done. So the answer is set up a time. We'll go over it and talk about what it is. It's not just being on the website. If those of you who have done CPG sales or direct to consumers, just having an Amazon store doesn't do anything for you, right? You need to drive traffic to the Amazon store. So that's where we need to be. So yes, step one is you need to be on the platform. So if you're already on the platform, that's fine. Now we got to figure out how to sell enough product on the platform, because just being there, I assume you're connected and your website's not driving enough traffic is what I'm going to assume for this conversation. But we do have clients that are driving a ton of traffic and doing it. So it just depends on the followings. That's why we have to talk to you one-on-one. We have clients that have, 10 million followers on their Instagram. That's a lot different than maybe someone that has, 1,000 people of followers. So we just got to have that conversation and figure it out. All right. Obviously, it's all about marketing and driving traffic. And then we have ways to do that. So thank you, Nick, for the question. If you're in San Diego, do we get access to the customer data? Let me make sure I say this correctly. You get access to the customer data that comes through your website that we pick and pack and ship. Our 600,000, no, that's our data, which we paid for because we're always running Google ads to drive traffic to our website. So not only that's how we got up to 600,000 clients. So yes, your data, you will have your data, obviously, but on that standpoint is the one that's on our website, our 600,000, that's proprietary. So thank you, Nick, for that. Any other questions that we have? Really, this is to show you the program on what we're doing. The things that we've added are the Instagram, TikTok, the newsletter, the dinner here. This is new. That's been added. If someone's in San Diego, I definitely recommend you come see what we do, meet the whole team, our whole marketing team, and then see the type of people that are in the room, from liquor stores, distributors, investors, and so on. I am going to open it up to questions, or better yet, if someone has the product and would like to show it, raise your hand or unmute yourself and show me the product. Tell me a little bit about yourself and the brand. Don't be bashful. Come on and talk about it. You're going to need to be, we tell all our founders, you need to be, once we bring you on, we want you doing a lot of videos, right? Videos is telling the story. Believe it or not, you're not just selling a brand of tequila or rum. You're selling the origin story, the founder story. Who would like to come on and tell me a little bit about the brand and show the brand? Hello, I'm small and predominantly found at farmers and festivals. I'm not ready for stores, but I want to expand with Maryland and eventually Virginia. Who is that? Rico. So Rico,
how you doing, sir?
Good. How are you, Rico?
I'm doing well.
Yes. So I'm glad you're doing farmers markets and festivals, but just imagine now people come to the festival and they want to buy the product and they are not in Maryland and they're outside of Maryland, you won't be able to help them. With our D2C, you're in 42 states. When I say you're in 42 states, we could ship to 42 states. So anyone that comes to that festival can do it. Helping you get into Virginia is not our specialty. We would not be able to help. What we are more for D2C, meaning what I would recommend to you, if we work together or not work together, is that you have a buy button and you promote your story at the farmers markets and the festivals, but you're recording the whole thing on TikTok. But again, you need a buy button, right, for it to make sense. So there'd be no reason to do it, right? It wouldn't be worth your time doing it. So while you're selling to those people walking by you at the farmers market and the festivals, you're amplifying it by putting it on TikTok and driving them to a website where they can order.
Okay, I'll be emailing you. Thank you.
Thank you, Rico.
Yes, sir.
I want to see the product. Who's going to show it? Jen, are you ready to show the product? Unmute yourself. There you go.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Where are you located at?
I'm in New York, Long Island.
All right. Cool. My wife's from Long Island.
Whereabouts?
Well, her Hicksville. She was born in Hicksville.
Okay, I grew up in Farmingdale, which is maybe about 10 minutes from Hicksville, 15.
So tell me about the product.
Sure. So my husband and I, he's obviously not here, but we own and produce Lunello Limoncello. We produce this in Sorrento, Italy. So this is an all-natural product. It's made in small batches. It's produced by a family-run distillery in Sorrento. There's no coloring in it. And it's definitely one of the, this product would be as if you were in Italy drinking limoncello. Part of the reason—
many times, the best lemons in the world are from Sorrento.
That's right, the Feminello lemons, which is how we came up with the name Lunello, Feminello. But the reason that we started this venture was because all of the products here in the States regarding limoncello are not like the limoncello you get in Italy. They have coloring in them here. They are overly sweet. And when you swallow, you do get that very harsh alcohol burn. Our product, the first thing that hits the palate is you get a nice lemon flavor. And when you do swallow, you do get the alcohol without the burn. So a lot of people don't really get to experience true limoncello unless they are fortunate to go to Italy, and we wanted to bring the real product here.
Okay, love the story. So how do you promote? What's your go-to-market strategy? What has been working for you? What's not working?
Okay, so we are basically about a year in. We just launched last year. We're in roughly about 40 to 50 accounts between Manhattan to the Hamptons. So it's really predominantly my husband and I. We do a lot of tastings. We actually surprise a lot of the retail stores. Whenever we do a tasting, we sell anywhere from 6 to 12 bottles, which they find very, they are surprised, I guess, that it moves that much product. So that we find very well when we get the products in, to the lips. It definitely moves. We tend to struggle, I guess, after the fact when we're not there, because we can't be there all the time. So that's kind of what we're working on now, is trying to figure out what's the right marketing. We've been talking about doing shelf talkers, trying to figure out what would be, because you only have that small space. So trying to figure out what are the key things to put on that, because you only have 3 seconds to catch somebody's eye.
Right. So Jen, do you have a newsletter?
We do not.
Okay. So what we tell people is that we need your following, your tribe, right? If you can get 1,000 people that love you and love the story and do it, that's a multi-million-dollar brand. So 1,000 people will then tell their friends, and then it'll become 10,000. So the hard part is the first 1,000, and that's not followers on TikTok. It's not followers because you could pay for those. It's people that actually bought the product, went on to the newsletter. And so what you said is perfect, Jen, is that when you're pitching it, they're buying it, yes, they're buying it because the limoncello is good, but they're really buying it because of you and your husband, right?
Right.
That's why they're really buying it, right?
It's true.
They
It is.
love the story. They love what you said. So now they need to remember that. So that's why that minute and a half, 2 minutes is so important on the newsletters, on the shelf talkers, on the TV, on all those things that do it. And then to be reminded weekly or monthly. At least I tell my clients do once a month, right? But weekly is better, that you send a newsletter with recipes and things, and yours can be geared towards travel and pictures and videos of Italy, things like that. People just like that kind of stuff. There's
Right.
people that like it, there's people that don't like it, but at least your tribe would be that. I would do farmers markets. I would definitely do that because of the lemon side of it. I would have the lemons there, so they walk. I don't know in New York if you can do it. You're gonna have to check that.
I don't believe we can. I think that's one of the hurdles. We did look into it. I might be able to set up a stand to just show the product, but I don't think I would actually be allowed to provide sips.
Do you have a buy now button?
I do not.
Okay. So obviously right now you're just selling in New York, which is great. Great, right? New York's a big place, but there's 49 other states or 41 other states that you could sell to and ship to. And so that's what we offer, right, is direct to consumer. The other thing that I would be recommending, a lot of our founders don't want to be on camera. We tell them that they need to do videos. They don't want to do it.
This is true.
Okay. But when you're doing the tastings, whoever it is, you, your husband, your kids, whoever's doing it, you're just filming what's already being done because you have to.
Right.
If someone walks up to you and asks you a question, you're going to answer them.
Right. True.
Just like you're doing now, right? You're going to answer the question. So we're really good at filming that, doing it, and telling the story, and doing it. And so that just comes. So now so you just said 6 to 12 bottles, right? So that probably meant 100 people walk by. Well, just imagine now if we did 10 times that or 100 times that, right? That means now you sold 60 bottles or 600 bottles. It changes everything, right?
Yeah.
It changes all the economics from what you're doing. And so basically that's what we do. We've been very successful at consumer product goods. And now we're bringing the same. That you lose a step when you do the buy now button. The buy now button is so important on TikTok because you're doing the video, they could push it. We lose a step when we send them to the newsletter, but it's still working, right? Hopefully they're going to allow us to put the buy button on TikTok. But in the meantime, we could still do it and do it. So from a standpoint of, I would ask again on the farmer's market on what it is. So the answer is yes. I want to show the product is what I would say. I want to show the product. And then the people, even if you can't sell it there, show it. And then you would give them a card to go to the website to do a buy now button.
Okay.
Yeah. And then obviously on that website, there should be a video of you and your husband talking about the brand. Maybe you guys going to Italy, picking lemons. I don't know. Something like that.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So thank you for that, Jen.
Thank you for the insight. I appreciate it.
Who else would like to show me their product? I see a tequila of Maya. I don't know if you want to show that. Let's see. Yeah, everyone's going to have to get on camera and start selling your product. So who else would like to jump on? And that's okay if you don't. When we do our call, if we do a call, you will be on video. I'm going to ask you tougher questions for that. So, by the way, if you do I'm going to give you a little bit of homework. I have to go. Thanks for the info. Alan, thank you. If you're going to jump on a call with us, a little bit of homework. I would like to know newsletter. Well, first of all, do you have a website? I'm sure the answer is yes, but do you have a buy button on the website? Do you have a newsletter? And if yes, how many are in your newsletter? A little bit about your social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, how many followers that you have, and what sales are. We don't want to know your business, but if it's under $500,000 in sales, if it's over $500,000, if it's 5 million, it just depends on what states you already have distribution in. Goes a long way in us how we're going to help you. So if you're going to set a time, that's what we would like to ask that information. So Yeah, this was a good one. We got a few. I could see the LinkedIn. It's about 40 minutes. Hopefully, I answered everyone's questions here. But yes, so keep in mind, we're a brand management company that starts with getting you on the website, to driving traffic to the website, to doing press releases, consulting and mentoring, and retail. If you go with the retail package to get you into retail, it is much harder to get into retail. What we have found is when we do the D2C play and the videos are working and you're doing videos and it's working and we're generating that, buyers are calling us. So that's a lot easier sell when the buyer calls you than when you have to do the buy when you're doing it. So just keep that in mind when we talk about retail. So, all right, everyone. Well, thank you very, very much for your time. I know your time is very valuable, so I appreciate you doing that. Our 4 o'clock webinar is for our CPG brand. So those are people that just have an idea. We do formulations. We have a lab that does formulations. We do manufacturing for products. So mostly functional beverages is what we've been doing for the last 30 years. So we're doing that. So everyone, thank you very much for your time. I'm going to drop off. Go in and sign up. If you want to watch the video or share the video with someone, you can. It'll be at the YouTube channel tomorrow. And all right, thank you. Fernando, I would put it in one more time. Thank you, Tony. Thank you. I would drop in the sign up one more time. So if you want to connect, I would go in and connect on that, or just copy it would be the right word, right? Sign up for a free one-on-one call. All right. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.